Hello, America. Hello, world. Hello, YouTubers, red brick people. Um, I'd just like to say that I'm gonna, along with Red Bricks, we're gonna collaborate and do a Red Bricks for Christ. And we're winging it right now. And why we're winging it right now is because the words I speak are from my heart, and it's a learning process of the road that I've been down through uh, the red brick road and the founding of some new understanding in the weirdest way. And I'll begin by saying that I met a cat named Jerry DeCamp, and I started looking at what he was saying, that all the mountains are melted buildings. I investigated, and sure enough, they are red bricks. Pockets of survival everywhere of a melted infrastructure. Psalm 46 says this occurs. In Deuteronomy 6:11, he says, "I'll give you homes you didn't build, cities you didn't build, wells you didn't dig." Blah blah blah. So now I understand that they led me to look at the history of this country itself, let alone other countries. And I investigated other countries and looked at people like John Levy, who tried to dissect what's going on with this country, and he does a good job of it. And now you just have to put it together, because John Levy tries to muddy the water of the total truth of all the mountains are melted buildings, and it shows you like all the capitals in the United States were inherited. They just fixed them up. The Mormons didn't go build that stuff. The Statue of Liberty is sitting on the Star Fort. The Star Fort sitting where all above an infrastructure, and many pockets of survival everywhere occurred everywhere on this earth. See, and that's what the red brick community does. Is but the one thing they do is they denigrate Jesus Christ, and that denigrates me, because those elements, now that Jerry DeCamp helped push me in the direction of looking, and throughout the Eagle Eye crew experience, and eagles fly alone, they don't fly in groups, and God let me understand this too. And God showed me that someone who doesn't believe in God is a fool. So if someone keeps denigrating Jesus Christ, you cannot be part of that group. But I could pray for that group, because Jerry DeCamp is what led me to a stronger faith in what I am searching for. Homes that he left me, the Capitol building, all over the place. Those are our buildings, folks, and we've been cheated out of it. See? And by discovering all the mountains are melted buildings, you see that clear. You're hidden from that. You're hidden from Antarctica. You're trapped in a little crater that we're on a greater plane Earth. But you can't see that either. You think you're spinning. You think there is no God. You call people godtards. Well, I couldn't no longer be a part of that group, so I flew away with good intentions of them, prayers for them, hoping that they would one day accept Jesus Christ as their Savior, because that's the only King. And look, He who is in me is greater than he is in the world. Okay? It's He who is in me that melted this world. Psalm 46 says so. I believe it. There is what I would like to say. And I continue for red bricks. And I have been doing this for over 2 years. And Deuteronomy 6:11 through Jerry DeCamp. Isn't that funny? Everybody thinks Jerry's a fool. He'll cuss you out. He'll call everybody godtards too. See? God says, "I will use the foolish things of this world to confound the wise." Well, I thought I was pretty wise. I got a degree in computers, pretty smart. I can hack, do all kind of clever shit. Cars, electricity, guns, make munitions, make my own gunpowder, whatever. I learned lots of shit. I can do all kinds of crazy shit. I thought I was wise. And God used a fool to teach this fool. He used Jerry DeCamp. He's a fool, see? So he taught this fool some more stuff. And I'm taking it and I'm running with it. And it made me stronger and stronger and stronger. You know, my heart was broken when I had to leave tonight. I sent Spartan Red an email. He said he replied in the chat. He didn't reply. Well, thereafter, I just, all right, I'm just going to leave. And I said my goodbye. Didn't, no harsh feelings or nothing, just goodbye. You know, try to be cordial, and I wish them all well. And I really do, too. But I deplore the fact that they denigrate Jesus Christ and people who believe in Jesus Christ. So that's really dismissing a lot of big population of the world by denigrating Jesus Christ. And I don't know, I just can't take it no more, man. So I gotta leave. And like I said, eagles fly alone, don't they? So, and hey, leave them in the nest and they'll grow. God said we will grow together. So there's believers and non-believers. See? So if you're not for Christ, you're anti-Christ. You're looking for the number of the beast. It's man. 666. It's you. It's you who don't believe are the antichrist, and you help drive the force of the mask and the rhetoric. So know that he who is in me is what melted this world. Psalm 46. For you who don't believe, keep searching for the answer. You'll never find it. Man re-engineered the past and discovered ways to use electricity better and better and better. And we have something called the fasces. And the Greek people passed it to the American politicians who is in cahoots with the neutral country. Okay? So, we have our weapons and all that and explosions. And think about this, folks. You entered this world through an explosion. Okay? And you entered the matrix, and that's your mother's womb, by the way. The world would trick you that it's the internet and this and blah, 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 blah. No, you get spit into the matrix after you were exploded into your matrix, and you swam, and there was all kinds of characters that looked just like you trying to get to the same spot. They were dying all around you. Why? Why were they dying? Why are you all racing to get there? Huh? Because you entered the sea of forgetfulness. You enter the sea of forgetfulness and you get spit out into the sea of forgetfulness and you don't know nothing. Okay? And then you got a group of people start wanting to vaccinate you. See? Now you're headed for... Now they put you in front of a television and give you 18 years of misinformation. Wow, man. Where do I get my reparations? We never went to the moon. Everything there is a lie. You can go watch YouTube videos with Sesame Street taking the kids over to the fiction section of the library, and on top of the fiction section's a globe and a rocket. They put it right in your face on Sesame Street. That's fake. And it is fake, folks. So, to be real and stay real, I have to be real to me, and he who is in me is greater than he who is in the world. And that's coming from what people call a lukewarm Christian. So from that lukewarm Christian, that's where I stand. Red bricks for Christ. I love everybody. I wouldn't care if you're a Muslim and come here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not going to bash what you believe, but I'm going to show you what I believe and what I've discovered through the Word of God and through fools like Jerry DeCamp and growing through Spartan Red and getting to a point where your clay was mashed enough to say, fly from the nest, baby. Let's do something more real. I don't want to sit around and do memes about dicks or chicks. You know what I mean? And I get caught up in it too. I got your panties on, Deborah, and forgive me, Deborah. I'm just a lukewarm Christian. Got all habits still and stuff. But anyway, I know that I'm growing. God's mashing my clay, and there's a time, and this is the time where God needs men who really want to stand up for what's going down here, and we need to unite in Red Bricks for Christ. And we're going to end with showing you some freaking caves. They call caves. They're melted infrastructure of the past. Okay? Then they move into them. See red bricks everywhere? Huh? See them red bricks? Yeah. The Eagle Eye crew do, don't you, fellas? I love y'all and melt this world, man. Tell them all. The mountains are melted buildings. Yes, sir. Look at that. Look at that meltage, man. And if you only knew how big that was, you could put a guy in a boat right there on the side and it just looked like a little thimble. A melted infrastructure. So we know those monsters have caves all over, like in Missouri, and all kinds of other spots all over the United States. You know, and they blow up shit, and they got some stuff waiting. I did some little looking on Google in this recent past all over our region and see where big mines are down to water lines, real close to water lines, because some of the what they want to call your tectonic plates are buildings, and some of that part of the building there's water underneath it and no land, and it goes down a lot further yet. See, so they'll bore a hole in that and they can flood regions out in their mining excavations and so forth. So we have drains and valves all over this earth. Go watch John Levy, he'll at least tell you that. But what I told you is more conclusive, that all the mountains are melted buildings, and I told you how I discovered it. I discovered it through Jerry DeCamp, my own research and investigating, through the help of a team of people that are called the Eagle Eye Crew that are better than all the geologists put together. And we call them meltologists. And through Jerry DeCamp, I gained education, and everybody should gain that education and go watch his documentary, and then do your own thing and find out by your own conclusive evidence that you will draw. And there's search engines that are good and bad to go do your own research, but you can go in your own community and see the melted world and look at the old buildings and look at the foundations. You see it was melted, and they'll tie in little additions and so forth, and get brick to kind of look like the melted world of the past. It's everywhere, folks. So red bricks, you know what I mean? Look how bad that is. I should have been looking more at these pockets, showing it more, with the mouse pointer, some of the spots, but we don't really have to do that, because there, look at that. Look, we carved this out here. No, this was melted, folks. See, look at these arches, tops of buildings. Look at this. See how tiny that person is right there? Look how big that area is. You see our melted world. See how big these people were? Look at this guy's diving off a building with the tops missing. Huh? There's pillars. Melted infrastructure. Huh? More melted red bricks. Another building. No tunnels. They call that a tunnel, folks. Looks like a freaking building to me. How dumb are you? No, forgive me. Wake up. Brick line, brick line, brick line. Arches, see? Get it? It's a melted world. It was big dudes here, man. There was some big ass dudes. Huh? Yeah, I believe. Look at that, man. Look at that meltage. Yeah, nature don't form that through ice age or water erosion, evaporation, nothing. Okay? Meltage, yeah. Melt. And they're going to tell you, yeah, water seeped. Yeah, where the meltage is, the water seeped, yeah, and then sediment gets on what meltage was there already. Yes, that's correct. But that is a melted infrastructure there. You could see the red bricks, you could see pillars and so forth, and that's enough to understand that. And looky here, too. Look how big this opening is. And you see all over the United States, all over the world, there's pockets of survival of trains, because that train infrastructure was inherited. That's why they were smashing up the huge trains of the past, because they didn't explain why would you make things so big. See, that's why they explode, exploded them. Again, explosions. We talked about explosions earlier, how you entered this world, huh? Through the matrix, your mother's womb. Yeah. So caves. We entered the caves, our mother's cave, the womb, huh? Is it a cave or a womb? It's a womb. See, they trick you out of everything, see? So no, the matrix ain't internet. It ain't. It's your mother's womb. You got spit into this one. You got a veil over you. Some people are born with a veil on their face, 1 in 80,000 or something like that. My girlfriend's mother was a beautiful lady. So that's pretty awesome stuff to know, you know. So the truth is the truth. And I'm appreciative of everybody. See, from everyone in your life that you meet, you take a piece of them with you, good or bad. There's no getting around it. So, know that all you people, I take the good away. I know from each one of you. And that's what I remember you by. Spartan Red, James, Mark, all you guys, man, who don't believe. Well, I hope you believe, Dean, one day. Because I told you what I feel. A man who doesn't believe in God is a fool. So, if you don't believe in God, in my eyes, you're fools. And that's only conclusive evidence to me that God uses fools to confound the wise. Because I thought I was wise, fellas. Until I met Jerry DeCamp and Spartan Reds of this world and say, you know what? I am a fool. I was taught by a fool. And it made me stronger. See? So, God bless. See how he uses the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And he's going to use this fool, red brick, lukewarm jackass, along with Spartan Red. He don't even know it. And God's using him to tell a message. And that's okay. Tell your message. But I urge you, don't denigrate people who believe in Jesus Christ. You don't gotta call them God tards and all this other stuff. And see, you shut the door on it. You know what's next? No Jews. Say no Jews and they probably shut you down, right? See? But anyway. Or no Muslims. They probably blow up your building. Or the Jews would blow it up and blame it on you. Or America would blame it on you. You know, same kind of difference. The Zionist group, the SS groups that are running the show telling us stuff today, you know. So, some beautiful photos, man, of our melted world, and we move into it and say this carved story and prehistoric stuff and all this dinosaur stuff and millions of years old and lie after lie after lie. See? So red bricks for Christ, and subscribe, and let's unite, man, and spread the word in a real love base, not to denigrate someone or how they feel about it. Because how can you be a family who keeps denigrating what you do and believe in? You know, it's hard to be a family to that. You know, and it's time to fly the nest. You feel that way, you know what I mean? So I had to fly the nest. You know, he who is in me is greater than he is in the world, and that's what melted this world. It's my Lord and Savior. He was tired of it, and he gave us another chance. You know, so just think about it. Just think about what I said earlier. You don't remember. You swam into the sea of forgetfulness. See? And now you say you don't believe. Wow, how deceived are you? You really need to turn off your televisions and maybe get off YouTube too. You know, YouTube can be a trap too. So consume all your time and your energy. You know, it did a lot of mine, and let me tell you. So, I don't know if we flipped through all those images yet. I had a bunch of them, man. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of images. This is just some caves that I have. You know, I have probably close to 500,000 images of this melted world. Yeah, you do your own research. Just like when my girl got cancer. I learned so much about cancer and doctors, and today I detest just about every doctor on this earth. Yep. Especially those who comply with this crap that's going around. That's what I'll say. Yep. It's sad. It's sad we live in a world of illusion, and it's disillusioning. Yes. Melted world. Look, don't that look like the mitten? Huh? Michigan, right there. See there? I'm from Michigan, man. So we've been going 20 minutes with the caves. So I think we're coming to the end of the slide here. I don't know how many I put in here. But even if it looped for a minute, it's cool because I love to look at them. And yeah, we looped. So there it is. We looped. I say I'm the king of nothing. That's for sure. Okay. I love the red brick people. And I'm gonna miss y'all dearly, man. I'm gonna peep in on you every once in a while, but I ain't gonna comment or nothing because I don't know. Just something is separating me to say no. You can't. I can't stand like that. Just like that one broad. I ain't gonna mention her name. I seen her on another channel talking about God, but when she's on Jerry's channel, she said there is no God. So I don't want to be a part of that. I'm already a lukewarm Christian. So, y'all, peace. And what I suggest too is a little bit, not just as long-winded over and over. Tell a location. Do a little more extensive when you do your red brick research, latitude and longitude for the people. Where regions you're at. You can get some some more conclusive evidence to draw them in more, just not overwhelm them. You're doing a good job, but I'm just saying that's the one thing you lack. Everyone just gets pictures. Anyone can go get pictures. Do more like what Yoakum's doing. She showed a region of something like what Mark's doing. He showed a region of these graveyards and where they're at and these pockets of survival. We'll point more to wherever you reside at, like us here in America. All the capitals in the United States are inherited. More guys doing investigating like that, we get more people thinking this way. We're going to bring this to the table and say enough is enough, see? And we have to. Or we just continue and what's happened in the past will happen to you. They called them Indians here. Why'd they call them Indians here? Because they were doing some campaign, the same shit in England with the Indian people with the dots on their head over there. Okay, so they just did the same thing here with the Native Americans here with the Indian story. Fear mongers and did this. They dressed up and slaughtered people and then blamed it on the Indians. Same horse and song fucking thing. And use, forgive me for cussing, but I'm lukewarm. So that's not an excuse. So I just said, forgive me. I ain't gonna do it. I'll try to refrain from it. So anyway, I'm the king of nothing. That's for sure. But I learned a lot from fools. So don't be a fool. Red bricks for Christ. Black Mirror Walker. Later.